welcome to today's episode of the Service Design Pulse podcast. We've got something really special lined up today, don't we?
Absolutely. We're diving headfirst into one of the most fascinating New Year's celebrations out there, Nowruz, the Persian New Year.
Yes, this isn't just any start to the year. It's timed perfectly with the spring equinox. I mean, talk about cosmic precision, right?
Indeed. And the symbolism of that alignment, it's all about renewal, balance, and fresh beginnings. But there's so much more to explore, beyond just the timing.
Oh, totally. We're going to dig into the traditions, the meaning, and this whole beautiful cultural tapestry woven over thousands of years.
And not just on a cultural level, there are broader universal themes here that resonate deeply. It's a celebration that's as relevant today as it was 3,000 years ago.
Okay, that's what makes it so cool. It's like ancient, but also super relatable, you know?
And we'll get into all of that. So buckle up as we explore the roots, the significance, and even how it connects to service design.
Yes, service design and life, honestly. Let's jump in. All right, we promised to dig into the origins, didn't we? Eric, this celebration stretches back to ancient times. Over 3,000 years of history to unpack. Where do we even begin?
It is. Nowruz actually has its roots in Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest religions. The festival aligns with the spring equinox, symbolizing the eternal battle between light and darkness, and the triumph of renewal over stagnation.
Oh, so it's more than just a new year. It's almost cosmic, right? Like the universe hits refresh or something.
Exactly. The equinox marks perfect balance. Day and night are equal lengths. It's a natural reminder of harmony and renewal, themes that resonate across cultures.
And speaking of resonance, 300 million. That's how many people celebrate this across the globe. I mean, that's mind-blowing.
It is. From Iran to Central Asia, the Balkans, and even North America, Nowruz transcends borders. It's celebrated in different ways, but the core idea of starting fresh with hope remains universal.
Okay, but here's a thought. This isn't just a cultural celebration, it's also a design, right? A centuries-old experience meticulously crafted through rituals.
That's an astute perspective. I recently heard from a Persian-American designer who talked about how Nowruz shaped her creative process. To her, the festival embodies thoughtful design, connecting deeply with community, layering symbolism, and fostering renewal.
Oh, I love that. It's like design inspired by tradition, but still fresh and innovative, right?
Right. And it's proof that cultural heritage isn't just about looking back. It's a wellspring for creating something new, something enduring. The principles embedded in Nowruz, renewal, community, balance, they echo in modern design thinking.
Ugh, that's so good. Ancient wisdom meets modern creativity. It's like the ultimate collab of past and future.
And that's what makes Nowruz so compelling. It's anchored in history but reaches forward, inspiring not just celebrations, but innovation in all kinds of fields.
Okay, now I'm curious. How do they actually celebrate? Like the traditions? Especially this Haft-Sin table I keep hearing about. What's the deal with that? So, you mentioned the Haft-Sin table earlier, and I have to say, this feels like the centerpiece of the whole celebration, right? I see all these amazing photos online, but what exactly goes into setting it up?
It is iconic. The Haft-Sin table, or 7 S's, is a collection of 7 symbolic items, each starting with the Persian letter S. Each one represents something profound: renewal, health, prosperity, love, patience. It's not just decoration, it's a storytelling piece at the heart of the celebration.
Wait, so every single item has meaning? Like, what's an example?
Take Sabzeh, for instance. It's sprouted wheatgrass, symbolizing renewal and growth. It's probably the most visible reminder of fresh starts, tying directly to the themes of spring and Nowruz.
Oh, I love that. It's so uplifting. Renewal in a bowl of wheatgrass. What else is there?
There's Samanu, a sweet wheat pudding representing prosperity. Sib, or apples, signify health and beauty. And Senjed, a type of dried fruit, symbolizes love. It's almost poetic, isn't it?
Totally poetic. And hey, garlic, sir, isn't that for protection?
Exactly. Sir represents protection against harm. Then there's Sirki, vinegar, which might seem odd at first, but it symbolizes patience and wisdom. And finally, sumac, the spice, symbolizes the sunrise and renewal. Each item isn't just placed, it's chosen for its role in conveying hope and intention for the year ahead.
That's so beautiful. And you know what? It kind of feels like service design, building emotional connections, right? Like every choice on the table is deliberate, designed to resonate.
That is a brilliant observation. The Haft-Sin table is essentially a user experience, a thoughtfully curated display that speaks to the heart of the celebration. Every item aligns with the overarching story, just like how we strive in design to align every touchpoint with user needs and emotions.
Yes. And here's a thought, circa, with its vibe of patience and wisdom that feels like a total design call-out. I mean, especially with sustainability challenges, right?
Absolutely. Sustainable design demands patience, to embrace longer cycles of iteration, and wisdom, to create solutions that serve beyond the present moment. Circe reminds us that thoughtful design is about balance, not just speed or innovation for its own sake.
Wow, that is so good. Symbols teaching us about life and design in one go. Seriously, it's genius.
It is. The Haft-Sin table is a masterclass in marrying aesthetics with meaning, creating a ritual that resonates across generations while teaching values that guide us forward.
Speaking of Nowruz, Eric, it's not just about the table, right? It's this 13-day celebration full of meaning and tradition. That level of dedication is amazing.
It is, and every tradition during those days has this robust symbolism tied to it. Take Khaneh-Tekani, for example. It literally means shaking the house. But essentially it's a deep spring cleaning. It's about clearing out the old, welcoming freshness, both physically and mentally.
Oh, I love that. You're not just cleaning dust. It's like scrubbing out last year's bad vibes, too. Who doesn't need that?
Exactly, it's about renewal. And it connects so well to the broader theme of growth, letting go of what no longer serves you.
Seriously, though, it's kind of like design, right? Clearing space for fresh ideas, clearing clutter to, see the bigger picture. I'm into it.
That's a great parallel. And speaking of seeing the bigger picture, let's talk about Chaharshanbe Suri. It's a fire-jumping festival that happens before Nowruz kicks off. People jump over bonfires, leaving behind negativity and harnessing warmth and energy for the year to come.
Wait, you're telling me people actually jump through fire? That's wild and kind of amazing at the same time. Talk about confronting obstacles head-on.
It's symbolic, of course. Jumping over the fire represents purging bad fortune and embracing vitality and resilience. It's profound, and it reminds me of resilience in design, pushing through challenges to find creative breakthroughs.
Oh, totally! Like the brainstorming stages where everything's messy, but you power through. You gotta love the chaos before the clarity.
Absolutely. And really that's the beauty of these traditions. They remind us that growth comes from leaving behind what drags us down, much like iterations in design, shedding what doesn't work to make space for solutions that do.
Okay, so here's a fun thought. What if we started our own traditions, sort of inspired by this theme of renewal? Like, what would our service design New Year's look like?
Interesting idea. Maybe we could have a kind of prototype burning, where we metaphorically, and perhaps literally, let go of old drafts or ideas that didn't quite work, making space for fresh concepts.
Oh, yes. I'm imagining all of us gathered with stacks of outdated wireframes and just tossing them into a bonfire. Cathartic, right?
Very. But we could pair that with something constructive, like planting idea seeds, staging brainstorming sessions to cultivate new, forward-focused projects.
Love it. Clear the old, plant something new. Oh, and maybe a little bit of chaos, like a jump over post-it notes ritual for luck. It's quirky but symbolic.
It's a delightful thought, and it reinforces this idea of creating intentional moments that prepare us for meaningful growth, all while having fun.
Eric, you've really got me thinking. What else could we reinvent or redesign with this idea of renewal in mind? There's just so much inspiration from these traditions.
Absolutely. Exploring its traditions, the symbolism of the Haft-Sin table, and the broader themes of renewal and hope. It's fascinating how all of it resonates so strongly, even today.
Seriously, though, I mean, whether you're jumping over fires, setting up a symbolic table, or just cleaning your space, it's all about the same thing, right? Letting go of the old to make room for something new. It's universal.
It is, and that universal essence makes it even more powerful. Nowruz isn't just a tradition, it's a perspective, one that invites introspection and action towards renewal, both personally and collectively.
Oh, I love that. Renewal as both a mindset and a practice. Getting deep on us, Eric.
Well, it's hard not to, given the richness of Nowruz, and honestly, it's something we can bring into service design and life at large, creating intentional moments, fostering connections, and embracing growth at every step.
Okay, serious chills. I love how this keeps looping back to how we can grow, how we can design better, live better. It's inspiring, right?
It truly is. And on that note, I think Nowruz offers us a perfect reminder to pause, refresh, and move forward with hope and intention.
Yes. So on that note, listeners, wherever you are, however you celebrate, let's all take a little piece of this with us. Happy Nowruz to everyone out there.
And happy new beginnings. Until next time.
صدای پای گل میاد وا میشه چشم گلدون ابر بهاری